We talked about how we were going to build a great country from the bottom up, and we carried around our copy of the Constitution. And of course, it was that Constitution that got the Tea Party folks excited, legitimately so, about the Operator's Manual of America being discarded by those in Washington. And I think what I tried to bring to the battle was what Abraham Lincoln brought to this battlefield back in 1863 on November 19th, when he talked about this country being conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. He was quoting, of course, the Declaration of Independence, conceived in that declaration. And we talked about that declaration as the heart of American exceptionalism, as to who we are, because we will never be a country that can go forward as a great and powerful country again unless we remember who we are and what makes us Americans. That's what our campaign was about what made us Americans, how we built this country from the bottom up, and how, if we are going to be successful in the future, how we must believe in ourselves and believe in that ability to go forward and do the same thing. Against all odds, we won 11 states, millions of voters, millions of votes. We won more counties than all the other people in this race combined. We were able to spread that message far and wide across this country. And what we found is that while we found that support, I found a deeper love for this country. Every state I went to, and those of you who followed me around, I would say, I really love this state. It was a love affair for me, going from state to state and seeing the differences, but seeing the wonderful, wonderful people of this country who care deeply about where this country is going in the future, care deeply about those who are out there paddling alone, who are feeling left behind and in some respects feeling hopeless, and want to do something. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we made a decision to get into this race at our kitchen table and against all the odds. And we made a decision over the weekend that while this presidential race for us is over for me, and we will suspend our campaign effective today, we are not done fighting. We are going to continue to fight for those voices. We're going to continue to fight for the Americans who stood up and gave us that air under our wings that allowed us to accomplish things that no political expert would have ever expected. There's a lot of greatness in this country. And we just need leaders who believe in that, who are willing to give voice to that, who are willing to raise us up instead of trying to provide for us and do for us what we can better do for ourselves. That's the message that came to me, and it's one that I feel very, very good about continuing to talk to Americans about. You know, I walked out after the Iowa caucus victory and said, game on. I know a lot of folks are going to write, maybe those even at the White House, game over. But this game is long, long, long way from over. We are going to continue to go out there and fight to make sure that we defeat President Barack Obama, that we win the House back, and that we take the United States Senate, and we stand for the values that make us Americans, that make us the greatest country in the history of the world, that shining city on the hill, to be a beacon for everybody, for freedom around the world. Thank you all very much. God bless you.
Thank you.